Oh, good morning, Sally. Oh, yeah. Why don't you bring a chair over to this side of the desk? It's going to be easier for us to talk and look at some materials. Let me just clear away my mess. Just pull up the desk or the chair right here. So, are you excited about working for Stern Brothers? It's one of the premier department stores in the city, and it's very much of a privilege to work at one of the counters. Fortunately, we will be training you at multiple counters in ladies, in men's, in shoes, hats and handbags, lingerie, children, and homewares. This will give you a chance to get a sense of the entire department store. And once we have settled on your permanent department, if a customer comes to your counter, you'll be able to answer questions. General questions, of course, about other departments, where they're located, or perhaps a particular item that someone is looking for. You can recommend the appropriate department. You'll also get to know a lot of our different clerks this way. It will help to integrate you into the Stern Brothers family. And then when you are making phone calls from one department to another, you'll be familiar with the person you're speaking with on the other end. You'll have a good relationship. And good relationships between our employees always means good customer service. And that is our goal. So, as I mentioned to you on the phone, we will start the morning with this training session. And I asked you to bring a notebook. Did you bring one? Very good. Do you have a pen or a pencil? Great. You're prepared. So this is our Stern Brothers sales system. This book will be yours to keep, and we will put your department name on this booklet when we make a final decision. But like I said, you will be training in multiple departments. Don't worry, there's a lot of information here, but we will only be going over a little bit each day, and you will have the opportunity to take this home with you and review the material that we've discussed on a given day. So you see we have some color coding. You'll notice that morning procedures is this tan color. And evening procedures is also the same color. So similar topics are coded similarly. So we're going to look at register rules, morning procedures, and daily reminders. Can you see? Okay. Okay. So, our register rules come first before anything because they are at the foundation of your work as a clerk. Number 1, on paid sales, always call back the amount of sale and state the amount of money received. When counting change back to the customer, again, state the amount of sale and amount received. So, for example, that was $6.13 out of $10. And count out each coin and bill separately so you are sure of giving the correct change. I will demonstrate this for you. Let me get our petty cash box and you'll see. Okay, so using this example, let's first all right. So the amount of the sale is $6.13. So you have rung the sale, you've called back the amount of sale, and you state the amount of money received. So using the register, that will be $6.13. The customer hands you the cash and you say, out of $10. You will lay the $10 on the cash register and we'll leave it be while you make change. As you make change, it's much easier to count up from the amount of the sale. So $6.13 and we want to count up to $10. So first we're going to get 2 cents, 2 pennies. And that makes $6.15. And then to jump to the next largest denomination, if this is 15, we can add a nickel, but that's only going to get us up to 20. So if we add a dime, that gets us up to 25 into the quarters. So we'll say that's $6.13 and 2 makes $6.15 and 10 makes $6.25 and 75 makes 7. And then we only have $3 left. Again, remember to leave the original amount on the register so that there is no disagreement about how much was paid. 7 and 3, 1, 2, 3 makes 10. So now you've got the change. And then you will simply count it out again to the customer. And so that was 613. Mrs. Johnson, 2 makes 615, and 10 makes 625. 75 makes $7, and 8, 9, and $10. And then your customer can pick up the change. At this point, you can take the payment, put it in the cash register. You'll have several opportunities to practice this. But once you get used to it, it comes pretty easy. Okay, I'll lock up that petty cash in a few minutes. Ring the sale on the register before giving the merchandise to the customer. So the merchandise stays on the counter, and you ring up the sale and arrange payment first. Always put the receipt with the merchandise. So after you have collected payment and returned any change, you will generate a register receipt that you can then lay on top of the merchandise. Always, number 4, the registered drawer must be closed immediately after each ring. As soon as that payment goes in to the register, you close the drawer. Ring all charged transactions at the time of sale. Never lend or borrow change. So if you are running short on change, you can communicate with your department manager, and she will deliver the appropriate amount of change. All no sales must be accounted for. Write the reason for the no sale on the back of the no sale receipt and get green pencil signature. What this means is your manager's signature, anyone that has the authority to sign what we call the green pencil signature. And of course we use green pencils for that. Place all no sale receipts inside register audit envelope. So these are going to be things like returns and exchanges. Record sales only on the drawer to which you have been assigned. Any questions about that? Those are really some key principles. Okay. Next, we'll look at morning procedures. At the beginning of the day, after you have put your wrap in your locker and punched your time card, go directly to your selling department. Sign the department timesheet and ring in on the register. Insert the blank side of a sales check tally onto register printing table. The plate that will stamp that sales check. Press your drawer key. Move silver level up to read clerk position and press motor bar. Then sign the register audit envelope with your name and number opposite the letter of the drawer you are using. Help prepare department for the selling day. Remove and fold dust covers. Dust the tops of counters with proper dusting cloths. Sort and arrange the stock. Put away fresh merchandise. And set up counter displays. And you will receive instructions from your manager if there are any counter displays for that day. Fill in all information asked for in your sales check tally, making sure to include the number of the register you are using. Note, when you move from one register to another during the day, ring closing drawer reading on register you are leaving, copy reading onto summary box of sales check tally, and place receipt inside sales check tally. Give sales check tally to buyer. Ring opening drawer reading on new register on a new sales check tally. Fill in all information asked for on your sales check tally. Since this is the second sales check tally used in one day, write the number 2 in the box labeled tally number. Sign your name and number on register audit envelope. So, there are occasions when you will be called to another register in the same department, and this gives you the instructions for interacting with the register and the cash associated with the register. Sell takes. So, as you know, one of our premier services that Stern Brothers has offered since we opened is delivery of purchases. And so what we are offering here is an opportunity for you to encourage the buyer to take the purchase with them. Always encourage your customer to take her purchase with her. Takes save her time and save you time. Takes are safer, surer, faster. The customer may use her purchase immediately. Sell takes by suggesting takes. For example, I'll have your package for you in a moment. Or, this will be easy to carry. Or, if you take this with you, you can use it today. Any questions? questions so far? Right. Exactly. We're not going to refer to that process as a take. That is the language that we use. In fact, you'll see that much of what it's in this sales system booklet is our inside vocabulary for the processes that we engage in every day. Right. So you can see in the examples that we're speaking in a friendly and inviting way, and we're not using any of our technical jargon with the customer. Okay. So we've looked at register rules, morning procedures, and now we'll look at daily reminders. Ask for identification on charge takes over $3, and that is with no plate. Charge to one, bought by another, any amount with no plate. Again, this is one of the services that we offer our customers so that a woman may buy something but charge it to her husband's account. A daughter may buy something and charge it to her mother or father's account. But we will need identification. Charge to one, send to another any amount with no plate. So if I'm going to charge something and then have it sent as a gift, maybe to someone else. Or bank checks. Or $100 bills. And we will talk more later in the booklet about how to treat $100 bills. They don't come in very often, but when they do, we need to take good care that we are being responsible and that we are not accepting counterfeit currency. And then number 6, initial purchases on new accounts. So the account is not established. We don't have a history of credit. We will definitely want to collect identification. When do we ask customers to sign? An employee's discount, obviously. All charges and PBAs except send to same. Gift send transactions, like I mentioned above. Enclosures. New worn own sent. Again, we'll talk more later. Bill of $100 or more. Again, more on that. Part taken, part sent, or an as-is transaction. So we'll have time to dig into each of these types of transactions, but you'll see that the daily reminders page here is meant simply as a sort of a cheat sheet to remind you of these things. You'll study them and you'll know what they are later. but we expect you to look at the daily reminder sheet every day to remind you of the things that you are responsible for. When do you need to get green pencil signatures? All exchanges, bank checks, employee shopping passes, bills of $100 or more. You can see a pattern here. Enclosures, application for regular charge account, collect on delivery, driver pickup, new worn owned sent, part taken, part sent, as is transaction, void sales checks, incorrect cash register receipts, and correction slips, exemption from federal or city tax, phone for credit authorization, charge accounts with charge plate, takes and sends over $25. Without charge plate, takes over $3, sends over $25. Bought by another would be any amount. You'll need that authorization. Planned budget accounts, which we'll learn about in a bit. The customer must present the PBA, the planned budget account, plate, or currently dated PBA pass issued by the credit office, and that's a white pass. Call on all takes over $5 and sends over $10. And last, discount sales. Employee charge over $10 and executive charge over $25. We may need to go ahead and stop here. We almost made our goal. So I'm just going to mark right there. That's where we'll pick up tomorrow. Any questions about what we've discussed so far? You can see that there are a lot of checks and balances in the system to ensure that errors are not made, or if errors are made, they are corrected quickly. This entire booklet will be your best friend, and so will your manager. So don't be afraid to ask questions. It's better to ask than to wonder. So I'll leave this with you to take home. You don't need to read ahead. You can just reread and study what we've discussed and jot down in your notebook any additional questions you might have. Okay, there you go. And now what we need to do, it's time for us to get down on the sales floor. Before the doors open, I want to show you a few things around the counter and the register when we have some time before customers arrive. So that gives us about a half an hour, And then what you will be doing is partnering with Peggy in the ladies department for today. And you will be assisting her. She will be ringing all of the sales, making the change, getting the green pencil signatures when necessary. All you need to do is watch carefully, jot down any notes if you notice something or something that you think you want to remember or ask about. And finally, make yourself useful to Peggy as she goes about her day. So after she puts a receipt on the merchandise, you might gently ask her, would you like me to put these items in a shopping bag? Peggy can say yes or no. There may be another piece of the transaction she needs to take care of. That's why you should always ask. But always invite your services. Also, as the customer gets ready to leave, you should be a part of the greeting or the farewell as well. So you can say, I hope you have a lovely day, Mrs. Wilson. After or before Peggy gives her greeting or farewell. Okay, so the two of you are partners, but you'll simply be following Peggy's lead. All right. Okay, let's head on down to the ladies' department.